Hi everyone, my name is Saurabh Asif Chaudhary and today's date is 12 January 2022 and today's topic name is thread lifecycle in Java. So in this topic we will be discussing about what is the thread lifecycle, and basically thread lifecycle divide into the four states like new state, runnable state, non-runnable state and the terminated. So we are going to discuss these four state of the thread in detail one by one, and the simple example where we can discussing the different states of the thread. So let's start with uh, thread different state. First, there are few different state of the thread like new state, runnable state, and non-runnable state and dead state. So let's start with the new state. So if we create the thread and we didn't start this thread, at that time this state will called as the new thread, and in other words it is also called as the begun state. So in this state we simply uh, created the thread, but we didn't start the execution of this thread. This is called as the begun state of the thread. So next state will be the runnable state. In this runnable state we are going to start this thread execution by using simply start method. By using start method we are start the execution of this thread, and to convert it into begin state to the runnable state. This is the called as the runnable state. And third one is the non-runnable state. Non-runnable state means where start the execution of the thread by using start method, but there are different another methods which are used in thread to block the thread or to thread wait for some time like by using wait method. By using sleep method we have to sleep this thread for a particular given time, and another method is the yield method. So yield method will be perform the operation like by if you use the yield method to any thread, then this particular thread will be stopped their execution, and another thread will be executed first, and after execution of this thread the yield method provided thread will be executed, and the next state will of the thread will be the dead state or terminated state. In this state, after the execution of the thread is completed, then it will goes into the dead state or terminated state. So we are this is the all the state where we are discussed this four state, and let's discuss the simple example where we can discuss this thread state in detail. So for that we have to create two threads like thread 1 and thread 2. To make this thread 1 as a thread, we have to extend thread class into this class, and to execute any thread we need the run method. For that we write the run method, and in this thread 1 we are going to create one for loop. In this for loop will be uh, this for loop will be runnable for run for the thousandth time, and in this for loop we will write the sysout high, and we have create other thread which thread name will be the thread 2, and this thread 2, to make this thread 2 as a thread we have to extend the thread class in this class, and next to execute this thread we have need the run method, and we write this run method in this thread 2, and also we create another for loop in this thread 2, and this thread for loop will be also running for the thousandth time, and in this we write the sysout hello. So in the main class, in my class we create in main method we create the object of this or instance of these two threads like thread 1 and thread 2 as a T1 and T2, and by using T1 dot start and T2 dot start we the convert the begun state of the thread into the runnable state, and by using wait method or yield method we can give this runnable thread to the non-runnable thread, and at the end after the execution will be completed of the thread, then it will goes automatically to the terminated or dead state. This is the all about the information about the thread life cycle in Java. Thank you.